So hey everyone, I'm Zoe. I'm a musician from Argentina. I've been playing mainly bass for like 12 years now. Also play guitar and keys, and I'm getting to the synth world. And I've been started to produce some music and mix and master mainly like other people's projects like 2 years ago. Um, so yeah, that's basically me right now.
Cool. And what we're going to do right now today is we're just going to showcase some of the stuff inside Logic in terms of collaborating over Zoom. I think this is actually really interesting for a lot of people if you want to, now that we've had this whole pandemic thing, be able to collaborate with more people. Like Zoom is actually kind of a cool option for it. So perhaps start by playing just the little clips, share your screen and play it for us. And then after that, you can actually record the part and then we'll share screen again.
Right. Okay. So this is a tune from Tom Misch. It's called "It Runs for Me." It's kind of like a bossa nova mixed with like soul vibes. So this is like the main guitar lick.
Yeah, that's an important step.
So there we go.
And did you actually play that part yourself as well?
I played that part myself, but I played it. I mean, you can hear like the background noise because I played it from. I recorded using like the Shure SM57 with my nylon guitar because I don't have my electric right now. So yeah, it was just to have like a backing track or something like that.
Yeah, so
But yeah,
you
I
play
play
many
guitar too.
instruments.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe before you switch the Zoom driver back, can you just play the bass tone you're going to be using for this? I
Yeah,
know
sure.
there's a delay with Zoom when you're doing it this way, but we can still hear you play.
Yeah. So
What kind of
that's.
bass you playing?
I'm playing a Fender Jazz bass.
Cool.
Yeah, from 1993. So it's a cool bass.
It's one of the cool ones.
It's one of the cool ones. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So in this case, what you do now is, you can stop screen sharing and actually switch the audio drivers. Or actually, technically, no, just do it this way. Do a track and then share screen again, switching your drivers.
So I'm gonna record now.
Cool.
Okay, so I made just 2 takes just in case. Okay, so this is one.
And that's what you just recorded just now?
Yeah, and this is another one too. Another take, but it's like the same. Just another.
Cool. Let's hear it.
Sweet.
Okay, go ahead and stop it for now. I'm going to take over control for a second. I want to just try a couple things. This is, for the sake of the video, one of my favorite things about Zoom is being able to remote control, but I'm going to do, I just want to try one thing here with the groove track. Have you used the groove track before?
No, I can't.
So I'm turning on the groove track, and what it does is it can let me make the guitar part like the source of the groove for
Nice.
the entire project. And then I can come through and have the bass parts follow it.
Right.
So let's do both of them real quick. I'm gonna go back to the one you just did first. I'm gonna go to number 2 first.
Right.
Because I just want to hear. It may or may not sound better or worse. I mean, there's a chance it's not going to work at all, but I want to hear what it sounds like. I mean, in some ways, I could hear a couple artifacts every once in a while, but I think that they're like even tighter together now.
Cool.
So let me hear the other one real quick. The first one now. Okay, so not that drum kit.
Yeah, no drum kit. Just use it for like, yeah.
I'm curious though, because I do want to see, let me change it real quick to something that's like one of the, let's see, like Latin percussion maybe. Change drummer, that's fine. And then I'll see if this makes any sense. It may or may not work. So that's the thing with all of these tools. It's like sometimes they work really well. And sometimes it's like, whoa, that was like, it should have worked, but didn't even get close. But so I'm going to set the guitar still is going to be the source of the feel and the groove now, even for the drums. And stylistically speaking, I don't know like which of these are accurate to the right style,
right.
But I think we're just gonna see if we can get the groove to match. And I think I want to try making the drums the source for a second and see if what happens when the guitars and the bass follow the drums. Cool, interesting sound. How does it weird having somebody else control your computer?
No, it's not. It's pretty cool actually.
Yeah, it's kind of, I think this is for me is the part where collaboration can be really exciting because it's like you have the main session on your computer, but now it's like we could be talking through this and I could be like, hey, I got an idea, let's try this. Or you could be like, wait, let's try this. Let's re-record it. Let's put some other stuff on here. I think there's a lot of really cool things you can do collaboratively in this format. Cool. What do you think of like what it sounds like right now with the timing with the
stuff? Maybe if we try something like simpler with the percussion.
Yeah, you might be right about that. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you take back control. Just spend like 2 minutes and get something how you like it to sound.
Right.
Let me see. Where do I say? also change the patterns of each of the instruments with those yellow sliders.
Yeah, right. How do you like that?
That's, I mean, it sounded pretty good to me.
Cool.
Play with some of the bass part though, because you just did the intro there.
Nice. That's true.
And I'm going to take over for 1 second here.
Yep.
Let me just do, let's see, there's this bass. Yeah, so I'm going to change the EQ just a little bit on that. Ah, no. So I'm starting to get a little bit more clicks and pops in my audio feed. I wonder if that's because your buffer size is so low.
Yeah, maybe. I'm getting them too.
Let me see if I can see. Oh yeah, performance meter. Okay. So it's not like peaking out. Well, maybe it is. Let's see. A little bit. I'm going to select the drummer track. That usually gives lower performance problems. Yeah, like a lot of the clicks are gone now. Cool. So Logic, if you have like an open track, say that I click on this one, you have your bass still connected. It automatically like adds way more processing requirements of your computer. So if I select like the drummer track, which doesn't have an input, it reduces a lot of what the software has to do, and it actually makes it run a lot smoother. That's a cool trick if you're ever like trying to mix with low latency and it keeps on like clipping or adding clicks and pops. Just select on one of the tracks that doesn't have an input. Cool. I think that's pretty much it for this demonstration. Let me let's see. There we go. Yeah, what do you think?
That was cool. That was pretty fun to learn how to collaborate, like on Zoom, right?
Yeah, and it's like the groove track stuff is really easy to like utilize. For instance, if you're playing a part and maybe there's like a tricky part that it's like you're not hitting on the right feel to it, it's real easy just to use that. Or if you're working with a musician who's not that good, you can actually use it to like make them sound a lot better. So it's like it's good if it's like a tricky part. It's also good if it's like not a good musician. I mean, they have to be pretty close. They can't just be like really far off of it, but As long as it's close enough, I think it is really a good tool. Also, like with the drummer track, we could switch drummers and switch patterns and stuff, and that changes the whole feel of the song.
Mhm.
And so we can use the groove track to line up to a new drummer part that we want to use. So it like makes it so you don't have to like re-record all of your parts if you get a different feel that you like even more.
Right.
So that's kind of handy.